Ah, yes, Makima from Chainsaw Man. One of the four horsemen, the control devil, a pedophile, and someone that the audience can't stop barking for. Unlike me, I'm not into that shit. But now, why do I, the woke liberal feminist Mr.Feedlestick, bring up Makima from Chainsaw Man? You know, the very popular manga slash anime series that a lot of people don't understand, at least the R34 community. Like, come on, guys. It's not actually what he wants, man. Stop drawing that. Alright? You know, aside from that, why do I bring it up? Well, I've thought of this matchup long and hard before, and it's actually quite interesting. Makima versus the Diamond Authority from Steven Universe. Now, why these characters specifically, you may ask? Well, they both represent control, alright? Makima is the literal embodiment of the fear of control. The diamonds represent how systems control people and don't allow them from being themselves. They're basically fucking North Korea parallels right there. Allegory right there. Basically what they are. So it's just control versus control, but also three against one. But now, both of these characters are quite overpowered in their own way. So we're gonna see who wins. So let's get into some power scaling. So yeah. Now, Makima, you see that? I stuttered. Ha. Any gaze. So, one of Makima's greatest abilities is that whoever she sees as inferior to her, she can control, which is quite useful because, you know, there's a lot of people she finds inferior to her. So, being able to do that, it's really neat. It really is just the tits. So yeah, she already has a clear, very broken ability right there, right? And another thing that she has up her ass is a lot of devil contracts, right? She just has a lot, some that I don't even know how to explain. Now, one of those being, I don't. Does the devil even have a name? Because I forgot. But all I remember is that what the contract does is that she points her finger at you. She says, bang. You go, boom. All right, now, and basically how that ability works, it basically releases a large force of kinetic energy. Which is, pretty good if I do say so myself. Because, that kid, we saw what it did to Power. Her entire torso was removed. She was just a head and legs. So that's a lot of kinetic energy to just do that. I'm not sure. Okay, if I remember the manga, I don't think it was because we just saw the crater in the wall. But, was your body? Was your torso there? All I know is that it was just basically gone. Just gone. And I'm gonna get into power scaling with the exact destructive force of that. All right. Now let's move on to some other devil contracts. She of course has the Fox devil contract, so she can do this, and then boom, Fox appears, get eaten. That's actually a pretty broken ability if used correctly. It doesn't like hybrids though, but she's not finding any hybrids, so that's. I mean, but for this scenario, that's not something we're looking for. And what's another contract? I'm going off of memory right now. I know because I am gonna do my research, but gotta start off with what I know. Oh right, yeah, her deal with the Prime Minister of Japan. Basically, any fatal damage is transferred to a random Japanese citizen. So you can kill her about. Okay, I searched this up like a few days ago. The total population of Japan is, I think, 1100.6 million or two. But either way, you still have to kill her millions of times just to finally kill her. So, killing's off the table because, like, no. And you might say, what if you destroy her body completely? No, that does not matter. Alright? It's never been stated that she needs a part of her body to regenerate. You just no. Now the only reason why Denji killed her is because it didn't count as killing intent or something. Because he still loved Makima somehow. And he ate her to make sure that, because like eating her doesn't get rid of her, but because it was for love, technically. I'm not sure how to exactly explain the loophole, but if he did out of love and he left nothing left of her, then why would she ever return? And we know this because of Naota exists. And the reason why she dies, because she didn't have to deal with the Prime Minister of Japan. She couldn't do that. And she was a child. So yeah. Okay. So even if you erase every part of her, and let's say you hollow purple her, she's still gonna come back. Still gonna come back, right? I still never forgave Death Battle for doing that. Still never did. So if you're not a citizen of Japan, then you're good. Kill her as much as you want, because it's not gonna go to you. Alright? And I forgot the name of this ability, but I know she can do it. She can unleash the chains. Those allow her to more easily control people. Is that what they do? I can't even remember. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what they do. So don't get chained. It's not a very good power skill, but I'm working with what I know, right? To make this as fair as possible. Because my bias for Chainsaw Man does not affect my other bias for Steven Universe. So it's another bias against a bias. At the same time, no bias for power scaling. I take power scaling seriously. Yeah, I think that's all the things I know. So I'm gonna go do my research. Alright? So we'll get into that. Alright, I am back from some proper research. I found out some things that are like really, really, really fucking insane. Now, Makima has a contract with the zombie devil, so zombies. But now, from episode 1 and chapter 1, zombies aren't that powerful in Chainsaw Man. So, but still, she can overload you with zombies. And that's pretty damn good, I mean, sure, they're quite weak, but like, if you're a regular human and you're surrounded by zombies, and like, you're still pretty fucked, right? You're still pretty fucked. Not that much. And the angel devil who can just make weapons, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know why I didn't go with death about that, but yeah. No, so since she, I'm pretty sure she needed like life force or like fucking blood to do that. But like, she could like make Cloud sword and like, ka-chow. What are you explanations? Okay, my bad explanation. I'm gonna explain properly now. She essentially has the ability to forge any weapon. I'm not sure if there's actually any rules with that, but let's say she can't just make the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's a pretty fair restriction right there. But yeah, infinite weapon, well, not infinite, but weapon creation, yeah. and her ability to control any person she finds inferior is the same as her chain ability. I got those mixed up. I don't know why. So the chains are what those do. So yeah, and now let's get back. Let's get back to the bang ability, which I said I was gonna properly power scale. Properly, I said probably. It was yeah. So while doing the research, the bang ability had the ability to pierce through things like primal devils, especially the darkness devil. And it has been confirmed that the only weapon that humans ever had against primal fear to even kill them are nuclear bombs, which Vegeta destroyed. So, if the bang ability is strong enough to damage primal fears, then that makes it somewhere equivalent to nukes, at least in potential destruction. After all, it did obliterate bodies. Like, it didn't leave a trace. Now, before I move on, because, that might not be fair, Denji killed, well, was it, was he, no, I don't think, did he have that? No, I don't, no, I remember seeing Hero of Hell finding the darkness devil. Was it Hero of Hell? Okay, I don't know which version, I don't know which Chainsaw Man Denji did it, but he was able to kill the darkness devil. And obviously, Chainsaw Man doesn't have nuclear, well, actually, I mean, I feel like the only reason why a nuke would kill a primal devil is because of the fireball. Because, like, yeah, that would kill anything caught up in it if it doesn't have enough durability. Now that you really think about the power scaling, what exactly about a nuke does make it like? Is it just the explosion? Is it a fireball of the nuke? Is it the radiation? Like what specifically? But since Bang is shown to be able to just obliterate things, we're gonna go with the fireball of the nuke. It's the thing that can kill a devil. All right, primal devil, of course. That makes sense, right? And the explosion, the rest of the nuke, it's definitely gonna do a lot of damage. I think it really is mainly the fireball of the nuke. In case you don't know what a fireball of the nuke is, it's basically the center of a nuke. It's basically the radius of it is a big fireball, right? That's hotter than the damn sun. So yeah, if you're caught in there, you're done. You're done. So bang is equivalent to a nuclear fireball, which is I mean, which nuke specifically? I'm gonna say something like a hydrogen bomb. A SAR bomb. Let's go with that. That seems about right, right? A SAR bomb. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's only the blast radius that made SAR bomb strong. So I think all nukes have the same fireball, right? Any nuclear physicists, if you even like, I could just search that up, but what they're just gonna be semi hotter than I guess some can be bigger, but we're not talking about size of a nuclear fireball. We're talking about what's capable of destroying, which is what Bang can do. So yeah, Bang equivalent to a nuclear bomb's fireball, and that's pretty damn overpowered. I had 6 minutes of me rambling about whether it's a nuke. Yeah. Everything else I said before this newly done research, uh, still counts. I got all that right. Right. Actually, did I get this? Did she? Oh wait. Oh yeah. This is gonna be useless in the fight that we are gonna do because she's not gonna be able to do it. But She can sacrifice people and just crush them from long distances. You know, that's gonna be useless in a fight because, well, she's very vulnerable while doing that. So, like, where's she even gonna get the time to do that? And she's still messenger. I can't speak. Let's just get on to the diamonds. Okay. Alright, finally to the Diamond Authority of Stevan fucking Steven Universe. Yeah. Alright. Let's get into the power scaling. Woo, spooky. What the fuck am I doing? Any gates. Second quote of this video. Any gates. Ooh. Any gates. I can't anymore. That's okay. So we're gonna be excluding Pink Diamond only because she doesn't really fit the control theme. So she's gonna be out of here. No Pink Diamond in the final battle or in the power scheme. Well, she's gonna be involved in the power scheme only because, well, it's quite necessary. But yeah, all right, power. So let's start off with the Yellow Diamond. All right, now Yellow Diamond, she can do this thing. She shoots a lightning bolt. It stabilizes the gem. And yeah, she can do that. It's you can instantly destabilize a gem. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that. I'm just saying, yeah, it's pretty good. So let's move on to what yellow. I was about to yeah. Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond can project her emotions onto other gems, making her feel what she feels. So she can essentially just control a battlefield, an entire battlefield by just making them all sad. Or whatever emotions she's feeling, which is mostly sadness and grief. So yeah, pretty good emotional control. From what we've seen with her combative ability, she has a standard super strength of a gem. Well, a diamond, and I mean, I don't know. Well, actually, no. I do have a way of calculating the diamond strength. I do. I'm gonna show you how I do that too. All right. So get ready for it. And lastly, White Diamond, the strongest of all diamonds. She can shoot out a laser, hit you. You're mind controlled. You're controlled. Controlled, bitch. You lose all your individuality, become whited out, white power, which I do not stand for. Wokeness right there. And yeah, basically mind controlled. You might see a pattern here. All their abilities represent control, Yellow Diamond, control of one's physical body, some transgenderism symbolism right there. I'm not crazy for thinking that either, alright? With how woke Rebecca Sugar is. You might even see that, the white Yellow Diamond, no son of mine's gonna be a girl. Bluey. And then she becomes woke in future when she gets the ability to alter the forms. No more gem dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia. Oh my god, that's a funny fucking thing for some reason. Why is that so funny to me? Okay. Wow. Yellow Diamond transphobic theory. I just thought. Anyways. Blue Diamond represents emotional control. So I could make a homophobia parallel, but I feel like the joke would get old twice. Emotional control and White Diamond. an individual's personality and mind control, or just mind control. All control. 3 entities, all control. Even in future, it's still control. I'm not power scaling Steven Universe future feats because, well, actually, no, just not like their new powers. Those are actually pretty useless in this matchup. There's some other things in future that I can power scale. Not their like new abilities. I didn't mention one of them, but it's not that useful for them to use in a fight. I don't think. Letting someone mind control you is definitely not that good. Yeah, let's get into those feats, shall we? Alright, power scaling a diamond is harder than I thought. But I'm gonna use the best of my scientific ability to do so. So first off, let's get into durability, which is something Steven Universe characters aren't really known for, having a good one at least. But, diamonds are apparently, that's like their thing, they're very hard to poof, they're very hard to shatter. But, I find it hard, at least the shatter part. Because, well, they're diamonds, alright? People often get the hardness of a diamond for how durable it is, their toughness is not that good, because the hardness usually refers to scratching of something and its heat resistance. In diamonds, it's very heat resistant. Toughness measures their ability to be broken, and they're pretty damn brittle. So, I don't know why, Rebecca Sugar got that mixed up. Like, come on, man. You would have to do, like, a lot of research for gems, and you couldn't even get that right about a diamond? About how brittle they are? Come on, man. They might not be the most brittle gems in the world, but, they're not that hard to break, but yeah, you're not going to be able to scratch it too hard or melt it, but, you're going to be able to shatter it, that's something that we're going to bring that up later. We still got to do with what the series implies. See, what the series has shown us is that, Yellow Diamond's the stabilization thing. Well, she did that on Blue Diamond, all right, for a good while, and Blue Diamond didn't even poof, all right. Sure, she was a bit stunned, but she got up like nothing. The goat she is, and something that literally insta poofs a gem. Can't even prove a diamond, so they have to have a very good durability. But now, what exactly is her laser thing, her thunderbolt thing? What even is that? Well, now, like I referred to it before as a lightning bolt, let's compare it to a lightning bolt. Alright? And lightning bolts have a lot of energy and force. And, Blue Diamond is taking that consistently for a good while. Maybe like about 5 or 3 seconds of a straight lightning bolt being pointed at her, shot at her. Now that's normally pretty fatal to humans, but the diamonds, that was a shit for them. Alright, so diamonds have the ability to be immune to or pretty resistant to lightning bolts. So let's power scale just how strong a lightning bolt is. Alright, I just got back from power scaling Yellow Diamond's lightning bolt to figure out diamond durability. And it's way stronger than you think. Now, I'm gonna point out something that I seen before. So a YouTuber named Roundtable, who was doing a video about white. I think it was Roundtable. I don't know how to pronounce his YouTuber name, but making a video about White Diamond for how strong she is, and basically he said that the diamond durability is 15 times stronger than a quartz soldier. Now, with my power scaling, at least assuming that Yellow Diamond's lightning bolt is as strong as one, It's much more than 15 times. Alright. Now, a lightning bolt apparently has 1 billion volts of electricity. 1 billion. That's a lot. And temperatures hotter than the sun. Specifically, 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's hotter than the sun's surface. They're capable of destroying concrete and bricks. And, those take a lot of force to destroy. Alright, so, with just that knowledge, that puts them about building level durability, or even city level durability. But now, you can take it even further, because, see, Blue Diamond was taking that consistently. Now, lightning bolts are basically like, let's say you have a sniper rifle, and you shoot it once. That's basically how a lightning bolt works, It shoots once, but that was a consistent beam of lightning. So their durability it's probably even more than just that, which is how you could say that they have city level durability. But that is still a stretch at the end of the day. We don't know if it really is a lightning bolt. We kind of have to assume that, or else it don't have much effect on Makima. But that's where this other ability comes in. Alright? Now, the diamonds, they corrupted the entire Earth. Every gem on it, all 3 of them, they shot a laser at it, and then boom, every gem there was corrupted. Now, that right there is a planetary feat. Alright? And every gem has a gem weapon. And Rose Quartz, aka Pink Diamond's gem weapon, was a shield. And that shield was strong enough to withstand a planetary level attack. So, assuming that all other diamonds are stronger than the other, which their weapons are likely stronger than the shield, so which puts those weapons above planetary. Now you see, that's not really fair because, we never seen any of their gem weapons, and so we don't know how they scale. But just because of that fact, with the whole hierarchy thing, themes in Steven Universe, that it wouldn't be wrong to assume that. So, they all at least have something planetary about them. Why would Rose? Why would Pink Diamond be the only one to have something capable of surviving planetary destruction? Come on. Right? Yeah, just wouldn't make sense. A lot of people might say that Pink Diamond was the strongest diamond, but she wasn't. We just haven't seen enough feats from others. And that brings me to strength. What is a diamond's strength? So, assuming that Pink Diamond was the weakest, we saw in Steven Eater's future, Steven was trying to help Bismuth with an armor plate on an anvil, and with the lightest flick of a hammer on it, the entire anvil split in half. Now, what the hell does that mean? I'm gonna figure that out. So, I'm gonna get into power scaling of that, and we're gonna go back to durability again after figuring out that, because, finding out more things. So, apparently, being able to shatter an anvil in half would require 300,000 newtons. So, what does that mean? Well, I looked up the measurements, and that's the equivalent. That's some strength that is strong enough to break steel beams, which apparently jet fuel couldn't. But yet the towers still fell. Suspicious there, I know. But aside from that, that means that the diamonds at least have building level destructive capabilities. It's just their physical strength. They're also very big, so they could likely just punch down a building if they wanted to. So yeah, building level strength. just your physical strength. Now, we haven't seen a lot of strength feats, but that's still like being being able to punch down a building. That's some serious shit. Like, dude, we needed a plane to do that, but they just have their fists. And jet fuel wasn't even supposed to melt steel beams. That's some serious shit right there. Serious rock and roll shit. But yeah, that's your strength. And I said we were gonna get back to durability, and we're gonna get back to durability. And why am I bringing back durability again? Well, we saw the fusion of obsidian in the episode Change Your Mind, the last episode of Steven Universe. And they dispersed when the diamond hand of the mech made them crash into, I don't know, some sort of pillar. Alright? So using that back for durability, which we gave them city level durability, I think that supports it more. Or because not even a fusion of 4 gems, which already had a diamond with it, was even able to withstand that much force. The diamonds really do get stronger with each diamond. So we can also confirm that white diamond is the strongest, but we cannot determine exactly what her stats are. So we kind of have to roll them in, these 3 diamonds at least, not pink, into a specific amount of durability and strength and destructive power, which we had safely determined. And right now, their durability is city level. Their strike force is building. Same with, most likely, with lifting. And what else? Actually, no, their strike level would be planetary level, because destructive force. Destructive force is planetary level. Strike force, or just physical strength building. I should mention that. And now we have speed. Speed. I'm just gonna say it here. At least 55 miles an hour. That's it. But I don't think speed really matters here, because Makima isn't. Actually, no, she is quite a speedster. Actually, no, that was Reze. But she still reacted to it. So she has pretty good reaction. But we're not at that part yet. For matching up. So now that we successfully power scaled the diamonds, let's get on to the match. The real match. Who wins? Is it Makima or is it the diamonds? Wait. I almost forgot this, because this actually changes a lot in the battle. Hold on. Okay. The mech, they have these mech things that also have lasers. I'm just gonna mention that real quick. So Makima might be fighting a Mechazorb, but I'm gonna assume that whole entire thing is city level. That seems about right. Yeah, city level. All right, that thing is city level. Actually, hold on. Okay, I was almost done with the power scaling for the diamonds. Now that I just remembered the max. What are the arms? Arm wrestled a cluster arm, which is a planetary level threat. So that means that their mech has at least continental level strength. Okay, and we're gonna assume that the same lasers that the mech parts shot out are equivalent to what they shot, like what they normally shoot out. They all seem to have a laser attack. How else would they corrupt the Earth? So, yeah. Okay, now we can get to the match, the real matches, the final match Now we can. Makima is fucking dead. Just fucking dead. Okay, so originally going into this, I thought Makima was gonna win easily. Mainly because of Bang. But now that actually the power scaling, the diamonds wipe the floor with her. Especially if they bring that mech. Alright? Like, okay, so I don't even know what to say. They just win so easily. Not only did I make it 3 against 1, blue, yellow, and white against Makima. It's like it was even more unfair now that I do the power scaling. But let's actually make the scenario for the fight. Alright? Alright, let's scenario. Alright. Okay, so Makima is chilling out at fucking public safety, alright? Public safety, diddling Denji, grooming him, asking him to massage her feet or whatever pedophiles do these days. It's quite confusing. And, you see the diamond ship, coming towards Earth, because I guess they forgot that Beach City isn't over here. Ooh. They were gonna go there to get fucking crystal gems. I don't know how the scenario works myself. Actually, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. Why would White Diamond be there? If canonically in the scenario, this is before, this is before Change Your Mind. But let's continuity doesn't matter. And now Makima is like, what the hell these are, or whatever she thinks. And alright, so to make this more fair, I'm gonna give Makima access to all the weapon devils like she technically did have. So, along with her zombies, she's gonna have the Denji, Reze, Katana Man, whose actual name isn't actually Katana Man. I found that out, but I forgot his actual name. But it's not Katana Man. It's not. That flamethrower guy, longsword, Quan Chi, the whip, slave whipper guy. I forgot his name. Actually, I don't think those had names. I know there's more hybrid devils, but I don't think the numbers matter anymore. And alright. So the first phase of the fight is gonna be in the mech. The mech versus the public safety, right? So Makima sends out all of her devil hybrids. So she doesn't even know what this thing is, and she might not think that she can control. She's not. Well, first of all, there's nobody even out of the mech, so she can't just use the chains just yet. So even if she does think that she can control them, she probably wants to get them out. So she sends out Denji, Reze, continuity really doesn't matter. Let's just assume that, Denji doesn't question why Reze's here now. And he also didn't, when he did fight Reze again in that arc. So, all the weapon tables against, the next starts fighting back, with his arms and stuff. And, Denji cuts off one in half, and then, some explosions and, other devil shit that the hybrids do, and they basically destroy the mech. I do think that they can actually destroy the mech, at least in this scenario, assuming that she has them all on her side, because she does find them all inferior to her, right? So the diamonds emerge out. All right. Right, and the first thing White Diamond tries to use is her mind control. All right. Now, here's something I did not tell y'all. Most of the Diamond's abilities are useless against humans. And we know this from Blue Diamond. It only affects gems, not humans. And that would apply to devils and hybrids. So, and we're not sure if the mind control could affect humans. Because, we never seen it used on anyone. Now, you could say, but Steven was able to temporarily borrow White Diamond's body and Steven Universe future, that one episode. But Steven's part gem. And we do know that things that normally affect gems, but not humans, do affect Steven, but in a different way, because he's half, so yeah, White Diamond could mind control Steven. But nobody in public safety has a gem, so that's not gonna work. So let's just say it's a laser when it's like not on a gem. Is that fair? Because they need something, right? Because then it's too easy. If I do make all their powers affect them. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But let's make that's overkill. Like, all right. So it's just a big blast. It's just a big laser. All right. Denji now has 2 holes in him. But he's changed something, so that's like nothing. And they all the hybrid devils go to fight the diamonds, but they get fucked. All right. They get really fucked. Like super fucked. Like wham, bam, bam. You know, legs can't even move. They're just half. They went black. They never came back. All right, so they're all dead. Even though you can't truly kill a hybrid. How did that happen? I don't know. Lightning shit. Fucking gem powers. I think. I mean, if Denji doesn't go Hero of Hell, aka Black Chainsaw Man, then I think the diamonds do kill him. But that wouldn't happen in this. I don't think it could happen in this scenario. I don't think it could. Yeah, no, I don't think it could. Now just Makima versus the diamonds, and he's like, "Oh shit!" She whips out the bang. She just whips it out like, "Whoa!" And then she points at a white diamond. Actually, no, points at blue diamond. And then guess what? She gets pushed back. Look, I'm having trouble. Like, would it poof a diamond? Because there's a difference between shattering and poofing. Actually, I did the durability scale it, but does bang poof a diamond? Does it? Because I don't know whether to decide if it does or if it doesn't. So for the sake of this, it doesn't poof a diamond, alright? Alright, no, I'm gonna make this one scenario, alright? I'm gonna move on to the next scenario, alright? Alright? So after Makima finds out that her bang doesn't work, right, she tries her chains, she tries her chains. They don't work. Alright? Because these beings are like, they're immaculate, they're tall, they're shiny. Clearly above her in some way. So now she's going back to combat and she summons some weapons, with her on contract with a angel devil. She starts going hand to hand on them. Right? She starts sending them to space with fucking pain. You can barely hear me. I said it in the space. That doesn't work. Alright, but she's doing very strategic fighting now because she kind of needs it. She summons some zombies, the level field. Maybe that's nothing. It's yellow diamonds. Lightning thing. Lightning. Kaboom. Kaplow. Giggity. And they killed the zombies. Makima uses her Fox contract. And this is actually where Makima has an advantage here because Fox is it's more useful on White Diamond, but she actually shatters Blue Diamond in this scenario. Yes, she shatters. As the fox consumes the gem. Okay, so let's say Blue Diamond's standing right here, and then boom, it basically the fox devil basically eats her upper half, which is where her gem was low. That space is gonna be shattering. And now the diamonds are in grief. Hatch, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Does Makima? Wait, hold on. I'm having second thoughts because I did say that. Hold on. Because Fox. Yeah. 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 She wins. Right? Okay. This is a new scenario. Alright? With this. It's not only the one where she loses, alright? So she, shatters Blue Diamond. And, she does more, she does more bangs, alright? She does some more bangs, alright? And now that they just saw her, shatter a diamond, she can now control them with her chains. And she does. Controls them, alright? And then she poofs all three. And well, all two. Right? That's how that matchup goes. Yes! That's how Makima wins, right? That's the first scenario where I originally said that she was gonna die, but now, like, if you really think about it, would, like, it is still 3 against 1, but at the same time, I think, let's just go to the second scenario, alright? Same things happen. This time, their gem abilities affect humans, so when White Diamond shoots her mind control lasers, they get mind control. They don't. It's not just a regular laser, right? So now all the hybrid devils are controlled, and I think Vegeta would also get controlled. So if White Diamond somehow figured out that Denji could turn into Hero of Hell, aka Black Chainsaw Man, that's not gonna go too well for Makima. I'm sure, she handled that thing for a while. But it's Hero of Hell. So now that all the hybrids are now on Makima's ass, she has to summon a bunch of zombies now, alright? She's going to like bang, 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 because see, you could say that she could use her chains, but they're under a higher mind control now. Like, it doesn't even matter if White Diamond thinks that she is superior to them. It's gonna get mind control. So her chains are basically useless. Because, well, now all the hybrids have White Diamond's mindset. And, they can also shoot out lasers from their eyes. So they just shoot the lasers at Makima, and then boom, she's mind controlled. Instant fair right there. I think we need a third scenario where Makima doesn't have any of the hybrids, and it's just surrogates. Mech, can affect, yeah, she's still dead. Well, actually, no. Because, well, actually, no. Because, see, they can destroy Japan and then leave her with no one to revive. I think they are capable. Yeah, no, they can do that. They can destroy the whole entire world, too. No, because, like, it's only Japanese citizen that she will regenerate from. Okay. Yeah, I think in most scenarios, Makima does lose, right? I think we're gonna leave it at that. Cause, like, Makima mostly lose. Like, it really does depend on the scenario here, right? Because, like, if it really is just base Makima, like, assume no mech. No diamond mech. It's just Makima versus the 3 diamonds. I think she might still lose. I mean, it depends if you have the gem powers that actually affect non-gems. Because if not, then why would they even affect her? Like, that's really their best strength, Oh, it's the effect that their abilities have. But, like, we don't know if those actually affect humans. And we do know, because Blue Diamonds didn't work. It didn't make Connie cry. I don't think it did. Yeah, no, it did. So, but yeah. Wouldn't even affect her. So, and because that's basically canon in the series, they don't affect her. I think Makima does win on a one-on-one. Because Makima is greatly faster than them. Them using their super awesome strength will definitely not be good for them. Right now I'm confused. See, I did say Makima does lose more times. Well, this is a one-on-one scenario. No no gem effect. Because, well, they don't affect humans or devils. They don't. But these aren't the same series, and I can make up my own rules for this fight to make them affect her, which would actually make her lose very quickly. They don't even just have to kill her. But let's get into a scenario where Makima did just poof them all. You could say it could be hard for Makima to shatter them. At some point they get a reform, but we know how to bypass that. She could put them in something to keep them from reforming, and she's a part of public safety. She has a lot of money. She can order them to get a bulldozer and then drive it across them. It's not gonna take too long for her to find something to shatter your gem. It's really not gonna take that long. Now, even if it does take a while, she can still keep them from reforming. It's like, we've never seen a diamond poof before. We never have. We don't even know what can poof them. Probably a nuclear bomb. So, you gotta wonder if Bang will poof them. Because I don't even know myself. I think you could say it can poof them. It obliterates things. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, what's the final? What's the final decision here? Who wins? It is okay. So if we're going off what the diamonds can canonically do and what they canonically have and what Makima can canonically have, Makima wins. Yeah. No, Makima wins. I've got to do so much opinion changes. Cause like at the beginning of the thing, I said Makima was gonna lose, but now not so much. And even if she doesn't have all the hybrids with her, she still wins. Well, yeah, they still. We'll just say that Makima wins more times out of 10. How much exactly? I don't know. Maybe. Decipher that. Who do you think will win in a fight? Who do you think actually wins this match? Cause you guys are gonna do a way better job at power scaling than me. I think I've done it. I think I've done everything I can. I tried to make this as unbiased as possible. Cause I don't want this to be a bias. All right, I don't want this to be biased. Like death battles. I still love death battles, but yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this video about Chainsaw Man and Steven Universe. So I'll see you Tuesdays. I'm here on Tuesdays, yes. I'm your woke liberal feminist. Like, subscribe. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notify bell. And do not do a non-specifically mentioned thing. See ya.